house is it? Whose house is it?
Well. Here we are yet again on another Thirsty Thursday. Happy June, everybody. We in the building again. Station Head, DDoS Network. Y'all heard what I said, Sports and Entertainment Podcast. Man, oh man, we're in June, ladies and gentlemen. And one of the greatest things about June for being a sports fan is the NBA Finals. But man, the NBA Finals, man, they don't make them like they used to. Man, they don't make them like they used to. We one game in. Knicks is up 1-0. So we got some blue skies. We just trying to figure out if they going to get the orange. But we got to talk about it. Go ahead and let them know what's up. What's up,
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Y'all heard what I said, Sports Entertainment Podcast. Here's always with your guys, Tell.
Darn, aka they don't want none.
DZ.
As Diesel D just said, it's June. If you're a big sports fan, if you're an NBA fan, this is the time for the NBA Finals. Right now, the NBA Finals, we have a matchup, a 27 years ago rematch between the San Antonio Spurs, my God, the San Antonio Spurs. We back in the finals the first time in 12 years. And the New York Knicks back in the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999. And we just had game one that happened yesterday. We got game two happening tomorrow. So we're going to talk about this series. So we had the Knicks going into San Antonio and taking game one. So let's get into the game a little bit. Let's talk about some of the game. We're going to talk about how the rest of the series will play out. So what was y'all thoughts on game one last night?
I thought it was a good, solid game. I guess defensively wise and just being NBA Finals. There was some poor shooting in the game from both teams, but it was a good overall game, being like the different runs of the teams getting back into the game, making it a good game, making it a watchable game. And the Knicks pulled it out at the end with a 11-0 run, something like that, to end the game and went by double digits once again. So I'll say, going forward, I think the Spurs will win game two. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a blowout. But I think it's either going to 6 or 7, in my opinion.
This particular episode, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be in rare fashion. Because I can't just give y'all regular sports analytic takes. You know how in all genres of our modern social culture, just like the NFL, the biggest thing they have is the Super Bowl. MLB, the World Series. WWE, WrestleMania. Soccer, a.k.a. football, the World Cup. And NBA, you got the NBA Finals. Like, these things right here are so big. The analogy I want to use for the day is as worthy as receiving awards at the Oscars, ladies and gentlemen. Because, first of all, I want to put out the award for best script for an NBA Finals, and post-COVID goes to Adam Silver and Vegas, because goddamn it, game one started off sensational. We seen an injury, we seen a Paul Pierce-esque comeback. We seen stars not shooting well. We seen guys hot in the first half and do nothing in the second half. Like, I didn't see that shit. But we going to talk about it. As Darren said, from the sports analytic point. It was a great game. I never, ever weigh in ever too much on game ones of any series, not even the NBA Finals. I know they met in the NBA Cup. I don't care about all that shit. This is, as Darren would say, a new season. This is the finals. This is what they play for. Knicks scraped away with a comeback. Maybe they had motivation from the injury. Maybe it was just the non-shooting and the fact that San Antonio defied the foul was a beautiful second half script that I'm going to talk about later. But I'm not worried about. I'm going to get into who I really think going to win this series in a little bit. But game one, it was surprising that they would have had to do. It kept the fans invested, entertained, and interested in what's to come for the games to follow.
I'm speaking of game one, so obviously I wanted the Spurs to win, but I already felt like that the Knicks was going to win anyway. Since when it was game 1, y'all know when I seen that the Spurs pulled out the Fiesta shirts, because I be keeping track of their games when they win. I was like, oh shit, they gonna lose this game. And then the Knicks been on a hot streak anyway, and how they basically right now they have the biggest differential in playoff history. They looking like the best team in the playoffs ever so far. Based on what they've been doing, they won 12 straight, tying the 1999 Spurs and the 2017 Warriors. And so how game 1 played out, like you said, both teams didn't shoot well to start. Then both teams started finding their rhythm as it went on. The Spurs went up at halftime by 7, but then in the second half, even when the Spurs went up by 14, I noticed that they was just missing. They just kept missing shots. And I was listening to the broadcast. They was talking about the Knicks defense play, but I'm looking like, no, they didn't. The Spurs are just missing everything. The Spurs only hit 2 threes in the second half, and they was both in the fourth quarter by Wembanyama and Devin Vassell. And on the Knicks side, they just started getting in rhythm. Jalen Brunsun started hitting his shots, even though he didn't shoot well at all. But once he started hitting his shots, I see what you said, Jamal. The Cat, the X Factor. The Cat is the X Factor,
Yeah,
so he's
playing
playing how he's supposed to play. A lot of people need to fucking know that he's the number 1 pick himself, former number 1 pick. And I mean, with the Spurs, their stars just didn't play well. Victor Wembanyama, for his stats, 26, 12, and 3 blocks. He didn't have a good game, though. He's tried to will his team to the win at the end.
Yeah, and he had 6 turnovers.
Yeah, and then, but them second chance points, I knew the game was over when they gave it that rebound and Brunson hit that damn 3.
Yeah.
And fucking the Iron Fox.
The swiper.
The swiper, yeah, you swiping the money. You swiping the San Antonio Spurs money. That's what you doing right now.